Two, everyone. Take two. Thank you very much for coming back, everybody. Look, I was tethering from the mobile, but now I've gone directly to the Wi-Fi, so hopefully that improves the stream, everybody. But yes, we are live once again on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube once again. Need some signings ASAP. Fingers crossed it doesn't crash. Fingers crossed this time because we're directly to the Wi-Fi now. Your time is 23 hours. No, Geordie 2 for live another hour. It is nearly midnight here. So, yes, last one crashed. It did indeed. And Sesko waiting on Man United to sell Anthony. Fun the move, I think. Same old story, different day. We are a laughing stock. So, yes, if you can drop us a massive like, that would be wonderful. Highly looking for any presenters for the channel. I don't know. Drop us an email. We never shut the door on anyone. So, drop us an email. I still think Isak stays, says Kyle. Other than the wages, Lee, please, can you please shout out to me and my wife because it's my wedding anniversary today, please, Lee. Happy wedding anniversary, Jonathan. Hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope you've spoiled your missus something rotten if you haven't. There's still time. Where's the urgency on the transfer, says Joel? Totally agree. And Matt, good to see you finally back in the live. Keep missing you, Matt. Evenly, hope you're doing all right. Fair play doing that walk earlier. Thank you. It was the fortress that I did earlier was about 5 miles, but I'd already done about 3 miles before that, and then another mile afterwards to come back to the hotel. And the title of the time the video says what you're doing now said live at 23 hours. That's what I meant, Lee. No bother. It's probably the time zones. That's probably what it is as well. And the transfer window has been incredibly frustrating, says Shrey. Are we going after the wrong people since our targets have been snapped up by teams with more PSR flexibility? Good call. It's a very good shout. I think Newcastle are shopping in Harrods. Well, is that the right terminology? Not Harrods, but do you know where I'm getting at? They're no longer in a Morrison's anymore. Do you know what I mean? They're now gone up a level. They're in the bracket of a Chelsea or a Man City or an Arsenal. We're in the same shop now, aren't we? We're not like shopping for bargain basements. And there's not wrong with shopping for bargain basements. You can't get them, but do you know what I mean? May as well walk away from the Seskos. Obviously waiting on Man United. I want Isak out now. Get gone. Traw, says Lynn. Why? Why do you want him out? Is it just the fact that it's not going to be the same if he comes back? If he does put on the black and white shirt, will he be forgiven? Are you missing Ferdinand? I am actually missing him. I got a couple of pictures today about him. He's not missing me. He's with a couple of other dogs as well at the minute. So he's with someone who I send him to regularly. And he's happy life. He's panting away. He's running around. He's chasing the dog. So yes, I am missing my little man. I can't wait to see Ferdinand when I get back. Ferdinand's my dog, by the way, if people didn't know, if they're just tuning in for the first time. Aye. So on Isak, I think we'll go this window, but if it doesn't happen and we manage to get him to sign a new deal, I'll be willing to support him. He's on comparatively low wages for his stature. Yeah. Do you think, honestly, tell us in the comments, do you really think it's about money? Because I didn't. Because is it about money? I didn't think it's all about money. It cannot be, surely. It can't be just about the pay packet, really. Because footballers are paid handsomely, regardless nowadays, aren't they? Lee's gone out to say the project has stalled and Alromian is having to step in, as I think we've been forgotten about. Well, that's stepping in is allegedly. That I don't know if that's true as of yet. Isn't it always about money? Possibly. Look, if he stays at Newcastle, let's just in theory, because I'm playing devil's advocate with you. It's not that I agree with it. If he stays at Newcastle, honestly, in the chat, how many more trophies does he win at Newcastle? Realistically, he's 25, 26? He's probably got another 4 years, maybe 5 years before his pace drops. How many is he going to win at Liverpool in the next 5 years? To say where I'm trying to get with that, his mind. If it's down to money, well, we didn't know. If it's down to money, then get rid of him. It's as simple as that. Get it reimbursed. And I want the money all up front as well, by the way, if we do sell him. I didn't want none of this structured crap where we get 50 million here, 50 million the following year, and 50 million the third year. No, that's not good. Get it all in one hit. We'll go and get, I don't know, a Benjamin Sesko or a second choice as well. That's what I would personally do. As I was saying, I do have the aircon on. It's a little bit more cooler. I got 38 degrees today. 38 degrees, man. I thought Singapore was hot. South Korea's red hot. I'm getting a bit of a tan now. That's natural. Look at that. Can he, eh? Can he? Not sure off my guns because I've got an end. Let's get back to your comments as well. Will Isak play at the Salah Cup games at Newcastle next couple of weeks? I don't think he will. Even if he changes his mind, how fit is he? When was the last time you kicked a ball? Because he didn't look fit at the end of last season, did he? So he hasn't kicked a ball since May. So can he do 45 minutes? Possibly in one of the two games, but I can't see him doing more than that. At a push 2 at Newcastle, Liverpool 5. I'm not listening to any more rumours. Fabrizio and Ornstein are bought and paid for by the clubs and agents. Selling gives you 300 million PSR room, says Kyle. I think, with Romano, we've had Romano on the channel before, and he does know a lot of stuff. We've never had Ornstein on, but I would trust Ornstein more than Romano, personally. That's just my preference. I think Ornstein's better at it. And obviously we'll wait for Downey as well, and Craig Hope gets a lot of the scoops as well. So there's not many of them that are actually in the know. There's only a small selection of them, 3 to 4. Isak has put his house for sale, absolute snake. Well, that's, again, another rumour. I've seen that earlier on. But the journals haven't mentioned that. You notice, though, because surely the journals would mention if he had. I don't know if it's true or not yet. We'll wait to see on that. Matt's going to say, do you think we need a little bit more risk? Do you think we need to be a little bit more risky with a scouting, or is proven Premier League players the strategy for now? Why not go abroad? You get cheaper prices. What's the time over there, says Jake? It is nearly 20 past midnight. Obviously, we're 8 hours ahead, so I was going to do it in the morning, but I thought, nope, because some of you might not be up at 1 o'clock in the morning, midnight, your time. So I thought I'll do it this time to catch up, because we're 8 hours in front. It's always those two, though, with the big drops. It's not a coincidence. Michael says, have you heard about Sesko preferring Man United? Last I heard was his ideal destination was us. When did you get Fabrizio on? Oh, John, it was about 3 years ago that we got Romano on. 3 years, it was about 10 minutes worth. About 3 years ago. It's on the channel. If you type Romano Newcastle Fans TV, it'll come up. Daniel says, do you think bringing in some big hitters can show Isak the ambition to stay until the summer, at least need to hold on until the summer and create a bidding war between the European giants for him? Good point. Can his head be persuaded? Look, there was the rumours, and it is rumours, that Yassa's stepping in to try and do that. So, we'll come back to your comments as well. I do want to open up the share screen facilities. That would help if I actually had it open, wouldn't it? Because my system crashed. That didn't actually help. But there's my Facebook page if you haven't liked it. Please do. So we're going to go through some. Now, these aren't exactly in order, but they are from the last 24 hours, roughly-ish. And I think the stream's working a lot better now that I'm directly connected to the Wi-Fi, so that's good news. Right, okay. So this is obviously the new training kit, which is lovely, isn't it? I quite like it, me. I do. Obviously, the national birds, Magpie as well here. Actually, really do like it. Do you like that? Because I do. I really do like that, actually, training kit. And there's Park Seung-soo. Would he be playing in the next couple of games because of his nationality? Interesting. We'll wait and see with the event coming up. More on that later. So let's crack on then. So Lee Ryder back a day or two. Newcastle have agreed to let Joe White go out with Leighton Orient on loan. White not with the squad for the Far East ahead of the move. Obviously, he was in Singapore, wasn't he? Moving forward to Mark Douglas, same day. Brentford have told Newcastle they won't sell Yoane Wissa for any price unless they can get a replacement. Newcastle prepared to pay 30 million and the deal isn't dead yet. More than that. And Nicholas Jackson's a joke, isn't it? Howe, really didn't want him. Loves a red card. I didn't get that link with Jackson. I really didn't hope that's not the case. I prefer Wissa, even though Jackson's a lot younger. Because Wissa can play anywhere across the front three. I just didn't rate Jackson for me. Athletic have also said Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle. Now knew they would go all in for Benjamin Sesko. All in. Go and replace him. Could those two play together if Isak was to stay? Or would he want first team football, do you reckon? Further down, David Ornstein, and we're going on to the Ramsdale stuff now. So Newcastle in talks with Southampton to sign Aaron Ramsdale. Newcastle will offer the 27-year-old a loan and a buy option. Southampton to consider the sale, loan with significant fee and purchase price or stay. No outcome, but advancing There again, and obviously you can see some of the pictures of the boys arriving yesterday, and they came a little bit later than me. I think they arrived, I want to say evening time. I had a bit of a nightmare trying to get my hotel if you haven't seen the travel vlog, because I didn't in a half. And obviously there's Murphy, Bruno, and Joe Linton. I haven't seen that. Look at the right hand side, signed some players. That's tickled us. It really has. And of course, a couple of more arrivals. They're looking like didn't they? Look exhausting. It's a 7-hour flight, by the way. It's not exactly 2 hours. It's a 7-hour flight, and obviously there's Park Seung-young back on homeland. Eddie Howe today, 10 hours ago in the presser, has said we will balance our team for both games with the players who are fresher. So that tells me that probably the ones that were benched will probably start and vice versa. Dubravka is back out with the squad. Obviously, he was left behind, probably because he's having to move out. But he is with the squad again. And Craig Hope, of course, says Eddie Howe says there's been no offer for Alexander Isak and the situation remains unchanged from the weekend. And Hope's gone on to say about Eddie Howe and Isak. He's still our player. He's contracted to us. We, to a degree, control what is next for him. I would love to believe all possibilities are still available to us. My wish is that he stays, but that's not in my full control. And a little bit about Botman, because he came off injured the other night, didn't he? Eddie Howe on Sven Botman groin injury. We didn't think it was a serious injury, and we had confirmed that with a scan. He won't play tomorrow. He could play against Spurs, but possibly not. We hope he'll be available for the double header at the Salah Cup. That tells me he's 50-50 for Spurs, and definitely not taking any chances tomorrow against the K-League All-Stars. And then Eddie Howe's gone on to say about the support out here. The support has been amazing. When you step outside the plane, you don't know what to expect. It was a unique experience. The support and the energy was very positive. We feel very grateful to be in this position. We are honoured to be asked to play here, privileged to play against such a strong team, and we are looking forward to the game in the extreme heat. You're telling me about the heat. I don't know how the players are going to cope tomorrow night. Yeah, and of course, the kit launch, which is happening. Obviously, Adidas have been in touch as well with me today. As well, I was already documenting anyway, but I'll be covering that with the kit launch over here and see how it goes down as well. And of course, they'll be out available for you guys as well on the first. Obviously, we are ahead of you, so it'll be out over here first. And hopefully, I'm not going to lie to you, not dig you out or anything, but I hope I get a cheap hour here. But yeah, and obviously early on today, that Newcastle's Antonio Cordero is off to join Belgian side Westlow out on loan. Okay then. So that is your news, everybody. Let's switch it back to this screen. I need to drink a water after reading that, to be honest with you. Yasa is at St. James's Park, says Geordie's. Is he? Oh, for Isak. Right, I've just clicked on, sorry. Simon's gone on to say, I think we need 2 centre-backs at this rate, but haven't even started looking at any in the market. Yeah, we do need... We worry with Botman, if he keeps getting them injuries, man, he's got to stay fit. He's just got to be another Jonathan Woodgate. He keeps getting all these injuries. Great player, but constantly injured. Do you know what I mean? What's your thoughts on Newcastle women's move to Gateshead? I mentioned this to Peter Silverstone, that Newcastle fans weren't exactly happy with it, not being informed, communication with the club, it's just all over the place. Did a video in Singapore when I was going to all the tourist spots, did the video on that. Not great, is it? It's not a good look. It's just a catalogue of errors. TalkSport are saying that Man United want Pope, says Mason. Really? Can it be true, man? That can't be true, surely. That loan by Cordero is disappointing. I thought he'd been given a bigger team with his talent. And I thought he might have been given a high-end League One or a Championship side and stay in England. Men's football, it's a bit more rougher in England, but he is going to the Belgian Pro League, so yeah. And Leon's gone on to say, if we do lose Isak, where is the appeal to join Newcastle? I think if you lose Isak, Newcastle will go out all in if they have to for a big striker, but they're going to know that they're playing, aren't they? I think Wissa is just at his age, is desperate for a move to a big club, and I think with Wissa, you're not going to get a sell-on value with him, are you? You're not, let's be honest. So with Wissa, you're going to spend, 30 million, 35 million. You're not going to get any money back from him, but he can play anywhere across the front three, and I think he's a good backup striker, but I wouldn't want him leading the line. So that would make sense, but you would need another one if Isak goes, 100%. Daniel's got to say, I'll sell Pope and Man United straight away and keep Dubravka. Sack Ramsdale off and get someone decent in. And the Ramsdale one is a bit... I'm not convinced. I'm really not. I put a video out a few hours ago. Some people are, but I'm not. I'm not that convinced by Ramsdale. I don't think he, personally, for me, massively improves with. Yes, with his feet, he's better. But your number one as a goalkeeper is to keep him out. I just think it's like a sideways move. But if it's a loan, I don't mind if it's just a loan. But I think it's a Bravka's replacement, in all honesty. I really do. Jackson is a mug desperation move, says Oliver. Not keen on Jackson move, would rather go for Ollie Watkins, says Magneil. It's the same with the Saudi League, helped out with some favourable loans. And yet the Saudis are buying English teams who are our competition as well. But obviously that can't be helped, can it? They're trying to grow the league. And the league's more important to the PIF than Newcastle United. That's how I generally feel. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I generally feel that. They're growing their league with the 4 clubs they got over there. That's more important than Newcastle. I do, personally, for me. I just get that vibe. And where's the training ground? You know, where's the new stadium announcement or extension announcement? Oh, you get me. He's getting me started now. He's really getting it started. Got on one because the communication's been piss poor, hasn't it? It has been. It's not been the greatest, and it just takes 1 or 2 people to step up and say, look, this is the reason why, X, Y, and Z. We will tell you in due course or whatever. Just talk to the fans. Talk to her. Didn't put a crap statement out that's about 6 sentences long. Talk to her, get on camera, speak why it hasn't been great. Tell us why it's fantastic or it's poor or it's great or it's shite or, it's just communication. Goes a long way. That's it. It's the one thing that you have to do in life. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you're in a relationship with your missus, your work colleagues, your best pal, whatever it is, you have to have communication. Am I wrong? Do you know what I mean? You have to have communication. I mean, I can't speak to South Koreans. Barely any of them speak any English. Got to get my phone to translate, but it's communication. I'm still trying to work something. People who can't speak still try and communicate. They've got sign language and stuff like that. Yeah, just communication. It's simple. It's. I'm dropping my phone all over the place. It's just simple, isn't it? It is absolute simple. Right. Right. Botman coming off. Shows where is anything. Michael has just become a member. Excellent, Michael. You will get some exclusive videos that the public cannot see. It's only 99p to join. Absolute bargain. You would have got one from Joe. He's had a good rant on the members video if you want to watch it. He's not a happy bunny about the communication, ironically. Yeah, so you'll get that. As a Liverpool fan, would you like to keep Isak at this point? I'm 50-50 on it. I think players can be forgiven because as soon as he scores, what we're all going to do? We're all going to celebrate, aren't we? Let's be honest. We're not going to go, oh no, we're winning 1-0, yay. We're not. We're going to celebrate the goal. So yes, it can be forgiven. It can be. There is still a way back, but I think people might, not everybody, but I think 1 or 2 might just put in a couple of boos. Naturally, I think that will happen on the ground because they didn't like anyone who's not there. We'll have to wait and see. On this. There is a way back from yes. As I say, the club might do him a deal to say, right, give us 1 more year. And I've said this a few times on video. If he signs a contract extension, I don't think that's actually great news. I didn't. Because 1, we're losing money on the PSR, wages are going up. And I think if he signs a contract extension, I'm telling you now, he will have a release clause in that contract. I'm telling you. And the clubs will know about it because it'll get fed to them. You're nervous. I just say it. Yeah, communication has been great, says Matt. The gate to stadium, people might not have been happy, but have known about it. It might have been easier for people. George goes on to say, waiting for the outcome of the Man City legal case, possible large sponsorship deals. Oh, show me the money, 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 money. Yes. Aye, fair take. Simon goes to say, when your budget in the Championship is a few million, and when you get promoted and spend 160 million, that's how Sunderland can spend. Yeah, fair play to Sunderland. And I'm not often I'll say that. They're being splashed in the cash. They're going big. They're signing a lot of African players, mind, so they might miss a few of them in for a month in January, which is a very busy period, isn't it? So John's going to say we shouldn't give him a new deal for where he's got on. No, I'd agree, but I would think if he stays, that'll happen because he'll get more money. But there will be release clause in there. I'm guaranteeing you it. How much percentage do you think you'll keep him? My percentage, how much do I think, and percentage-wise, I'm literally 50-50 on it. I'm 50, really am. I'm literally down that. Some people might persuade us tomorrow. I might get back the other way. I'm so 50-50 with Isak. What about you? Let us know. Are you still happy with PIF? I am happy with them because we can't spend the money. That's not their fault. These new rules that came in when we got taken over was to stop us from buying. Let's face it, it was. Soon as these ATP transaction party bollocks, right? Association transaction something. Anyways, so that came in to stop us from sponsoring themselves, but the likes of Arsenal can have the Emirates, Man City can sponsor themselves, and yada 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 yada. That was because of our takeover. That's fact. That is fact. And then we can't go and splash the cash on Tom, Dick, and Harry to improve a squad. Because let's face it, if we could, we'll be challenging for the title right now. There's no doubt about it. 4 years down the line, we'll be right up there because we can just pick a cherry, however we want. But because we can't spend, okay, so what can he do? So the negatives with PIF is where's the training ground? You've been banging on about needing a new train. I know that there's been upgrades, but where's this new big sports complex? You've been here for over 4.5 years. Where is it? Where's the plans? Or at least where's the structure? Yes, I know it might be difficult to buy land, but we've got all the money in the world. It doesn't go against your PIF. It doesn't go against the PSR because putting money back into the club, spending on infrastructure or spending on the women's does not affect you. Where's the training ground? Where's this announcement that the stadium's either getting expanded or we're having a brand new multi-purpose one? There was a leak last week, wasn't there, on Twitter saying that we're going to have a brand new stadium. Well, where's this announcement? You know, where's the money? Yes, you can put shirt prices up. Yes, you can put your season ticket prices up. Yes, the TV contracts, your Sky subscriptions, your TNT subscriptions will go up, and what have you. Your pint of beer, pretend this is beer, that'll go up in the pub to pay for that. Where's the loyalty in the fan? Where's the communication once again? Now that the club are trying to get around with all these training camps and being out here and stuff like that, I get it. I do get trying to move around it. But the stuff that you could be doing, there is really stuff that you could be doing back at home. Because I would have really thought that we would have had a training ground by now. And I know Jake is saying be patient. But do you not think 4.5 years is enough time to be patient to think the training ground is coming? Because I still don't say that yet. And I know I'm banging on about the training ground. It's not the bee's knees and everything, but end all. But it's a step in the right direction, isn't it? Because if you move in that training ground, what you do with the current one, that could be handed to the under 21, the 18s, and it could also be given to the women's as well. And putting money into the women's, that's probably something that the club have done well, because obviously you've seen the likes of Jordan Nobbs being signed, Demi Stokes last year, Rachel Furness, some Lionesses, and obviously a Northern Irish international. So the money is being put in for wages, and obviously the whole switch over at Gateshead is a right fuck on. It's a joke if you ask me. But it is, with the women's side of things, they are doing it the right way because they're trying to get into the WSL, and you've got 3 chances of promotion coming up this season. So the pressure is on Becky a little bit to get promoted, because then if you get in the WSL, you've got the Sky money, you've got the BBC highlight, and get in the Champions League, all that money comes back into the club as a whole. You can spend all you like on the women. So they're doing that well. They're doing that really well. However, it's so frustrating, man. Yes, they can do stuff at home, but we are restricted. You've also got to remember that we can't go and spend. We can't go and get Mbappe, for example. We're not allowed to because of all these rules. And obviously, you've got financial fair play, and you've also got your WAFAs, because I've seen Chelsea were hit with it because you can't sell yourselves hotels and shit like that. So your UEFA have punished them. Yeah, and have you seen Everton have sold their women's team as well? No, I didn't. But in all honesty, Newcastle's women's team has no value. I don't feel if we were to do that right now, and I can openly heart and say that because I'm quite close to a lot of the team in terms of reaching out to them, communication, seeing them on match days and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we know that we don't put out publicly as well. But there's no value in the women's team yet. They've got to get at the WSL and stay there. But that's, if Everton have done that, then that's a joke, because Aston Villa have done it. Aston Villa's the team, isn't it, that got done? I'm sure it was. Chelsea have done it. At least the lasses are playing on grass pitch as well, says Jinky. The reception Isak will get, and the home game will be insane if he moves. And hopefully Joe Linton welcomes him back. Reception he'll get that home game will be insane. I think, are you on about Isak? If I just got totally the wrong there. And what else we've got? Yeah, Leon says, as soon as the lasses get promoted, Premier League will ban selling women clubs. Could you imagine it? Because they can literally go up this season. Can you imagine it? Mental. Absolute mental. Drop us a like for this live stream. Like I say, apologies about the first one because I was tethering. But I've just figured out, because there's all the Korean writing, I had to translate it before going back live. The Wi-Fi is out there. So over here, whilst I wait for some of your comments to come in, it's Korean, but then English underneath, so we can't understand. Google Maps doesn't work out here. It can tell you where it is, but it won't give you the route. And a couple of people told me back in Singapore, and I don't know if this is true or not, but they were telling me it's because of the neighbouring country, North Korea. So I don't know how much that's true or not, but Google just doesn't work for that. So I've used a third-party app for that. Weather is red hot, absolutely red hot, being out all day today. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. And of course, I love Singapore, to be fair. Singapore is right up there for me. It is right up there for me. How would you view change on Isak if he left? How much would you forgive him for what he'd done for you in the past? What he'd done for you? Well, what about you? Are you a Liverpool fan? What about yourself? For me, it can be forgiven. It can, but there's a long way to come back. You have to say, look, this is the why. I'm committed to Newcastle. All that bullshit that you expect with a statement, and then we'll move on, because as soon as he crosses that white line, we're cheering for him. Let's be honest, we are. Seung-soo Park, first game of the season. Actually, well, we've got Aston Villa, but you know what I mean. As soon as he crosses that line. Yes, I'm so curious. What's your favourite thing about Korea, says Jake? Oh, that's a good question. So far, what I like about it, the weather. It's very clean. It's very, very clean. They look after their own cities. Obviously, I'm not in Seoul. I'm like Seoul's, like, the way I describe it is, say you landed at Newcastle Airport. I'm 35 miles in Middlesbrough. That's the best I can describe it. That's where I am. It's underneath. The reason why I'm here is because Newcastle play here. And then on Thursday, I'm checking out and going up to Seoul, put my hotel right next to the stadium up there. It's just easier for me for doing videos at a night time. Singapore, I was a little bit rushed because I had to get a flight in a few hours. So I didn't have all the videos out. So obviously that suffers a little bit. The team challenging should break PSR, and if the league come after us, we'll take them all to court. That's been mentioned, should Newcastle just break PSR and just spend what they want and take the hit? Because then they'll have the best players. How big of a hit would the Premier League give away? Would it be 6 points? I don't know. Well done, England's women's team in the Euros. Yeah, I did miss it because it was on Sunday when I was flying. No, just before I was flying. It was on, just before I was flying. News strip supposedly inspired by the Tyne Bridge, says Jinky. Definitely not. I think Saudi has an influence. I know you're being tongue-in-cheek. Simon's got to say, West Ham came out yesterday and said that 25 million for Paqueta, I can't say it. Paqueta was not sure they won 70. I wouldn't pay that. No, I just don't think Paqueta's any better than what we've got. And now we're a man down for Longstaff, but I'd rather say that position with a young lad who can come in a similar age to Miley, maybe can buy someone, and maybe he's happy to play the odds here and there. That's personally, I would like to say that. Dean, hello, how are we doing? Lee, do you know or worked out how much money it'll unlock for the tune if Isak is sold? Depends what we've got now as well, doesn't it? And depends how you structure that deal and how we get that money as well, because if we get it a lump sum, then we can stretch that out as well. That's why I want the money up front. It all depends on if it's structured, if we get the money up front, and also what we currently have in the pot, which nobody knows. Let's be honest. The Longstaff deals helped it out with him being a club-trained player, because that means that that 12 to 15 million can be stretched over a contract, pure profit. Hi, I've just joined. What's the current status on Isak transfer? Will he be a Liverpool player? No, I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way. Who knows? Eddie Howe has said today he seemed a little bit more positive today, didn't he? He did say that he's our player. We've got majority of the control over it. Nothing has changed. He hasn't spoken to Alex. But yeah, Isak needs to go. He's showing his true mercenary colours. I would take Hackney from Borough. I don't know much about him, to be honest. Gary says Isak will get an improved contract with 125 million. See, someone agrees with us. With a release clause next season, gives Newcastle a year to get the house in order. See, someone agrees with us. So Gary, then there's a question back to Gary. Gary, so the Premier League started in the 90s. How come on? Now that's a stretch too. Same with Kelly, Miggy money. Yeah, we've still got that money that was sold as well. Hasn't Isak been told to toe the line, says Kenny. And second game of the season is at home to Liverpool. Ouch. Who takes him out? Big Joe, Dan Burn. Or will that be in his contract that he can't play that game? Never know. You never know. Paqueta's not good enough. Better than Willock. So I'll ask you this then, Stephen. Would you go and spend that believed fee of up to 70 million to go and get Paqueta to be better than Willock? Because I wouldn't. Would you? If it's 70 million? Because I definitely wouldn't pay 70 million for a player who's probably just a little bit better than Willock. I wouldn't pay 70 million for that. And would Paqueta get ahead of the midfield three? No, he wouldn't. He would not get ahead of Bruno, Joe Linton and Tonali. For me, those three are probably up there of the best, if not a selection of the best three in the whole Premier League. Name me a better three than them three. Personally. Do you not think Sesko has more potential than Isak? Yes. He scored 22 in all comps, I think he did last season. He scored that run. For a couple of years, he's been decent. Eddie Howe improved. You also got to remember Alexander Isak was not elite when he joined with. He wasn't. He's a better player because of the coaching team. Alexander Isak's work rate and determination himself and Eddie Howe. So it's a mixture of all sorts because Isak's a much better player because of Eddie Howe at the moment in his coaching team, 100%. So could Sesko be that? Yeah, got every belief in. Lee would pay 70 million for Eze. See, now Eze has a little bit more about him for me, anyways. I would probably pay that. Maybe because it's his age. He's a few years younger. I need 3-4 years. I read West Ham wanted 25 million. Yeah, but someone mentioned 70 as well earlier. So Julian Alvarez would be the dream. I think his wages are through the roof at Atletico, though, aren't they? But it doesn't make sense. Should be getting Harvey Elliott as part of the Isak deal. If that happens, that's not a bad replacement for Longstaff in it. It's an upgrade. Yeah, spot on. So we've got some events coming up this week, which I'm going to be doing on the channel as well. So we have the match, obviously, tomorrow, the Fan Zone. Thursday, there's a Carabao Cup meeting. So I imagine that'll be Shane Shola. They'll be sick with sighters. And then Friday's the big one. There's loads happening on Friday. There's the kit launch. There is the Adidas thing going on. There's a Q&A with the first team. There's a Q&A with the legends. Also, at another event, there's a player meet and greet there. And then there's a launch party later on the night. There's loads happening on Friday. It's just bang, bang, bang on Friday. I'm going to be all busy. Me and Adam P are going to be busy as hell out doing the vids. And I've seen Adam a couple of times as well. Spoke to each other, just not on camera. Spoke to each other for quite a bit, actually, a couple of bars. Saturday... There is something happening on Saturday. There's a Toon event somewhere. I think it's another Carabao Cup meet and greet, I think. But yes, and then Sunday we've got the game. And then Monday, do I fly home Monday? Yes, I do fly home Monday. I'm going to China. And I've got a layover in 4 hours. And then China to Gatwick. So I'll be back home Tuesday next week. So still another 6 more days. For myself. We'll read some of your comments out. Mikel Mourinho, not part of Arsenal plans. Didn't stop him scoring the other night, did it? Curtis Jones, Elliott, and 100 million. Who's better, Curtis Jones or Elliott? Harvey Elliott. Would you say Curtis Jones, maybe? Just. Although Harvey Elliott did have a good under 21s, didn't he? What's on Sesko happening? Do you know what? I'll say 70%. I'll say 70%. Why not? Isak goes, that's the Salah Cup treble gone. Yay, we've won the Salah Cup. Wait, I need a trophy or something. We'll pretend this is the trophy. Yay, we've won the Salah Cup. Yay. Tough opposition, Atletico Madrid. I'll take Elliott over Jones. Elliott now. You are being busy. I am being very busy. That's what I like, though, today. I had a free day today and I've done loads today. That's why I just crammed it all in one video. So if you haven't seen my previous video, go check it out. Drop us a like. That would be wonderful. Helps a lot because then I know the intake, what he's enjoying. Man City wanting Palmer price and McAtee 40 million for too much. I thought, did McAtee not come to Germany? Did that happen? Obviously, I'm not in the loop with Premier League, smaller Premier League. Look, I'm not being disrespectful. Smaller Premier League players, moving. I'm not up in the loop. I thought you went to Germany. Any update on news centre half, Bob? Nope, none at all. Enjoy the rest of your stay, Lee. Yes, I will do. Still another 6 days to go. Elliott only starts 890 games for Liverpool, mostly subs. Come on, Paqueta is better than Willock has fell off. Paqueta can break new low blocks. How much though? How much we're getting Paqueta? And then that's Bruno's mate, and then they get Pally with Joe Linton and all that. Forrest had 25 million turned down for McAtee today. Greetings. I trust this message finds you well. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know everything about football and sport. How are the lads? I like your last sentence there. How are the lads? Jeff says there are suitors in Germany, but McAtee still Man City for now. See, I thought you went to one of the German clubs. Was it Leverkusen? Is that how he was? I'm sure I've seen that before. Before I flew out to Singapore. I'm sure I did. Aye. Speaking of people who are out there, not as many people who are in Singapore have came to South Korea because a lot of people either live in Singapore or some of the Australians came over as well. A couple of them were in the match vlog. So they're heading home, and I think another 2 are going back to Newcastle to see family. They've gone the other way, so I've got them totally wrong. So I think there's not as many expats or locals who are over here. It'd be interesting seeing the fan zone and stuff, how many there is. Obviously, I mentioned Adam, Newcastle Supporters Club are out here. Obviously, we're out here. There's 1 or 2 more, I'm sure there is. But yeah, it's going to be a busy few days. Tomorrow's almost a free day up until the match. Obviously, War Flags are out here as well. Forgot to mention. How can I forget? How can I forget you, Ben? So no doubt I'll be catching up with him tomorrow. And there's also there's a few stuff. You never know. I might even go to the board at the DNC. I'll not come back. Geordie Tune for Life. Yes, he went to Germany, but he wants to stay in England if he can. Are there any Japanese out there? Big following. I wouldn't be too surprised if they are, to be honest with you. I'll know more tomorrow because today I've just been Dora the Explorer everywhere. And I haven't seen anybody in a Newcastle shirt at all today because I've been around the whole Suwon. So I'll know more tomorrow. I'll keep you up to date with it. As I say, I've got mostly a free day tomorrow until we get down to I want to get amongst the fan zones and stuff like that. So I don't even know what I'm doing yet. Today was all literally spur of the moment. I decided to go to the Fortress. That balloon that you seen, that was just off the cut. I just seen that walking past forward. Ooh, like a moth sees the light. Oh, touch me. It's like I thought, right, I'm going on that. I went on this balloon. I did something else. The stadium already had planned. That was the thing I did have planned this morning, the stadium. So, yeah. I bet you went straight to Geylang in Singapore. I don't even know what that is, Stephen, but I'm guessing that's a place where a lot happens, shall we say. Is that where it is? Gaz says, great, keep up the great work, mate. I can't wait for this window to close and be back to mid-table fodder. Hey, not under Eddie Howe. Have you bumped into Adam P? Yes, I've just mentioned him before. I've seen Adam 2 or 3 times. He's doing the same events. So we've spoken quite a bit off camera. We're not on each other's videos or anything, but yeah, we've spoken quite a bit. He's at the same event as me, so I'll probably see him tomorrow. I'll see him loads on Friday. I'll see him loads. Lee does annoy with all the lies about saying Isak has agreed personal terms with Liverpool. A lot of transfer rumours do wind me up. I don't look. Transfer rumours do well on YouTube. It's as simple as that. There's a lot of clickbait about Isak's going here, Isak's going there. PAF have stepped in to stop transfers, all that sort of stuff. There's loads of that. I try not to. Occasionally, I will try and do a headline. Occasionally, I will, but I'm not as bad as, and I'm talking YouTube in general, by the way. I'm not as bad as others. That's what I will say. Chelsea now linked with Scalvini. Oh, they're a bit like Villa, aren't they? Every time we'll have a new kit, Villa will have a new kit. Every time we get in the Champions League, Villa will get in the Champions League. What else we got? Matt, still think 2 more first-team signings could be through the door before the Salah Cup and really hope Isak's have sorted out the next 10 days. Well, Matt, I wanted a sign-in before this tour. We didn't get it. We obviously got Anthony Elanga, who spoke really well, by the way. I get the vibe that Elanga loves it here and kind of already gets it. I think you'll see a lot of Elanga this season coming up on camera. I think you will. And Liverpool, what else we got? Have you seen Isak's houses went on the market yesterday? I see a lot of speculation, but why haven't the journals mentioned this? That's what I want to know. Why is none of them, not one of them, have mentioned it? Geelang, where the men have a good time. Yeah, I didn't, unfortunately. I heard Isak House is off the market. Off the market now. Elanga's a great character, says David. Mickey Elliott looks good at under 21 level, but not team level, which is why Liverpool let him go. Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher. I'd rather have Harvey Elliott than Conor Gallagher for me. I just haven't. Nah. I'm not a big fan of Conor Gallagher. I think he's a workhorse, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Isak will join Liverpool and Newcastle will get 120 million. Will help your club. I think we'll want more than that. I think we'll want more than 120. Matt, Chelsea will sign however many players they want. However many players, might have to flog a couple of vendor machines to get past players. There was loads of vendor machines in. Was it Singapore? I've seen all them. In Japan as well. They love the vendor machines. I haven't seen any out yet. It's not. I don't think it's a South Korean thing, mind. There's not many vendor machines out and about. But I think we'll start to wrap up because my battery's actually low. I've just looked. It's like 5%. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am going to try and do another one in the hotel as well. Now I know how to connect the Wi-Fi directly now. Then it only took us 2 days. So yes, I'll be back with you very, very soon. More videos coming on Newcastle Fans TV. As per usual, I think this is the 13th video now we've done since being out here. So I'm trying to smash 24 that I did in Japan. That's the aim. So I'm trying to smash that. And remember, it's a one-man show out here as well. But I do a lot of my edit at the night time, so it's not too bad. I'm on the wind down. 120 million on the laugh, lad. If Wissa is on strike, would you take him? Yes, I would take Wissa on strike. But the same as Isak, similar. Well, Isak isn't on strike, but I wouldn't put that against that. It gets a little bit stronger if he really wants to go. Why you, Jody, so butthurt? Butthurt! What's that, American? Cheers, says Jinky. Guys, last one I'll read out. Isak has lost the backing of the fans. I love the guy. I've missed some of that off, making us worse than what we do for a player who doesn't want to be here. Great in the black and white. It's okay being Billy No Mates, says Kenny. I don't know what that is yet, Lee. And interesting, you're right, it's now off the market. Just had a look. Hopefully something has been sorted or it's now being rent to Sesko. Right. Going to love you and leave you. Loads of videos coming up tomorrow. It is 1 o'clock here, so I'm going to log off and probably get some sleep. Have a good night, everyone. Drop us a massive like. Please like. Try.